Hi, it's Jeff here from ANL Labs. I'm going to talk to you today about our Cannabis Online Submission Module. We can access that from our website, alcanada.com. Along the right-hand side under Quick Links, you'll see this right here, Cannabis Online Submission. So we click on that, and we'll be brought to a login screen here. Now, if you don't have a username and password already, you can contact the lab here, and we'll set you up with that. So we'll just go ahead and log in here. And so your email will be your username and then the password that you set. So when we log in, and I'll just show you over here. So once we log in, we're brought to this screen here. And here's where you'll basically create your order to send samples into the lab. So first thing we do is enter the amount of samples that you'll be sending into the lab. So let's say we're going to send in 3. We can just click 3 here, and you'll notice we have 3 items here. So we can create IDs for those samples. We select the type of sample that you'll be sending in. We have dried cannabis, plant tissue, cannabis oil on here currently. So we select the type. You enter the weight or the grams of that sample, and then you select the test package that you want us to test for on that sample. And you'd go to the next sample, do the same thing. Sample ID, the type of sample that you'll be sending in, the weight of that sample. And you'll notice the test packages change depending on the type of sample that you select. Since this is the plant sample, you have some different options here. And the same thing here. So basically you've sent the 3 sample IDs for the samples that you'll be sending in, the types of samples they are, the grams, the tests that you want to have done. You can also type in any additional tests here that aren't in the drop-down lists. So if there's something else you wanted tested, you could just type that in here. So basically you come in here, you enter all that information, hit create order, and then you're brought to this screen, which is basically just to confirm everything looks good. You can change things from here. If you wanted to add another test at this point, you could add another test here, or you can delete a test from here if you want. You can specify down here how you want your results returned via phone, fax, email. Email is the default. So we hit confirm here. So again, everything looks good, and you just hit order confirm. Then we'll go back to the home page here. And you'll see here down at the bottom here that this was submitted at the current time right here, and you'll see that it's been submitted, and then you're basically waiting for the lab to review and confirm that they've received it. So what'll happen is once the lab receives it on their end, receives the submission, they'll send you back. You'll see that the date has changed here, so it shows that it's been reviewed and confirmed, and you'll receive basically this form in your email that has everything that you entered there. So you just send that in with the sample, or send that into the lab, and then with the samples, and then we return it to you filled out. So that's basically how this submission system works. And if you have any questions, you can contact the lab, and we'll help you work through it even more. Thank you.